The sea is an alien world.
Immense shoals of fish throng our shallow seas.
A freezing, black expanse where only the boldest dare to go. And at its heart, hidden beneath layers of crushing pressure and icy darkness, lies a delicacy worth its weight in gold.
Along the coast of California, ocean currents carry a constant supply of nutrients up from the depths to the surface layers.
Sea urchins. These spiny, alien creatures don't look like much, yet inside them lies uni, the buttery, orange treasure that fuels a billion-dollar global market.
Known as California gold, these gonads are prized because they're large, buttery, and sweet from the kelp they eat.
For Japan's sushi industry alone, it's a symbol of luxury. But to get it, divers risk everything. This is the story of a $10 million hunt beneath the ocean, where one mistake can mean death and one haul can make a fortune.
Part of a global industry worth over $100 million a year.
The water temperature hovers at -2 degrees Celsius. Below the surface, visibility drops to a ghostly blur, and the only sound is the rasp of air echoing through the diver's regulator. The men and women who do this job know the risks better than anyone. Hypothermia, disorientation, decompression sickness, these aren't just words. They're the difference between coming back to the surface or never being seen again. But for sea urchin divers off the coasts of Japan, Chile, and Alaska, danger is a familiar companion. The ocean offers no forgiveness. Still, every morning before sunrise, they suit up, knowing that beneath those frozen waves, the seabed could be covered with thousands of dollars in living gold. In the early hours, a small crew launches from the harbor, their boat loaded with oxygen tanks, mesh sacks, and steel prongs called urchin rakes. The plan is simple: dive deep, stay steady, and collect as many high-quality urchins as possible before the cold overtakes the body. Every diver knows their limit, about 20 to 30 minutes at a time. But greed and pride can push them beyond safety. In these waters, hesitation is costly, yet the lure of a single day's catch, sometimes worth more than $30,000, has a pull stronger than fear. Once submerged, time distorts. The world becomes an endless blue-gray void, the light from the surface dimming into twilight. Each movement is slow and deliberate. The divers kneel on the rocky seabed, sweeping their rakes through patches of kelp, feeling for the rough, spiked shells hidden beneath. Each urchin must be chosen carefully. Some are empty, others too young. But the perfect one, heavy, full, and bursting with bright orange roe, can fetch hundreds of dollars on the market. These treasures are slipped into mesh bags that balloon with weight, dragging at the diver's belt as if the ocean itself is trying to pull them down. Above the water, the boat captain tracks bubbles rising through the waves, each one marking a diver below. He knows the clock is ticking. At -2 degrees Celsius, the body loses coordination in minutes. Numb fingers can't operate release valves. Vision clouds. In this cold, the sea doesn't just chill, it suffocates. And when the time is up, the divers ascend slowly, fighting the urge to rush. A rapid rise could mean nitrogen bubbles forming in the blood, leading to paralysis, or worse. The surface feels like salvation, but it's only the halfway point of survival. Once the catch is hauled aboard, the real sorting begins. Dozens of urchins, glistening like living jewels, are cracked open with small hammers. Inside, 5 golden tongues of uni sit nestled like petals. Each one is judged on firmness, color, and flavor. The best go straight into chilled trays bound for Tokyo, Seoul, or New York, restaurants where a single bite can cost $50. The rest? Sold locally or discarded. Only the elite specimens travel the global route, carried in temperature-controlled planes within hours of harvest. That's how delicate the business is. 1 degree too warm, and the value plummets. For divers in places like Hokkaido or Alaska, this trade isn't just work, it's heritage. Generations have passed down the craft, teaching how to read tides, currents, and the behavior of urchins across the seasons. They know when the roe is fullest, when the predators are near, and when the storms are coming. It's a symbiotic dance between man and sea, precision and instinct. But the balance is breaking. Overfishing has turned many once rich seabeds into deserts of empty shells. Climate change has warmed waters and shifted currents, killing the kelp forests urchins depend on. For some, the only way to survive is to dive deeper and risk more. In Chile, divers known as pescadores de erizo face an even harsher version of this world. They plunge into the Humboldt Current, icy, turbulent, and unpredictable. Their suits are patched and old. Their air hoses sometimes leak. Yet they go because a few baskets of urchins can mean food for their families for weeks. They don't have fancy decompression chambers or digital depth gauges. They trust instinct. And too often, instinct isn't enough. Every year, men vanish beneath the waves, claimed quietly by the cold. Their names are remembered in ports, whispered in bars where their friends still gather before each trip. Meanwhile, the global appetite for uni keeps growing. High-end sushi chefs compete for the rarest, sweetest roe, the kind that melts like butter and bursts with umami. The finest come from northern Japan's coldest waters, where the sea urchins feed on pristine kelp forests. There, divers must cut through ice sheets to reach their hunting grounds. They use traditional wooden boats called huizin, and their gear is minimalist: a hand rake, a rope, and unmatched courage. They say the cold sharpens the mind, that when you're down there, nothing exists but breath, sound, and the heartbeat in your ears. The economics behind it all are staggering. A single region's harvest can be worth over $10 million in a season. Yet the divers themselves see only a fraction of that money. Middlemen, exporters, and restaurateurs take their cuts, while the ones who risk their lives earn enough to keep returning season after season. Some have tried to unionize, others to regulate quotas, but black market trading remains rampant. Illegally harvested urchins flow through underground supply chains, often ending up in the same elite restaurants that boast of sustainably sourced menus. Still, for the divers, it's more than money. It's a test of will. Each descent into the icy dark feels like a battle against nature itself, a reminder that the ocean rewards only those who respect it. When they emerge, cheeks red from the cold and hands trembling, there's pride in their exhaustion. They've wrestled with a world most people never see, and they've brought back its hidden treasure. As the sun dips below the horizon, the deck glows under amber lights. The crew sorts the final catch while steam rises from cups of instant noodles. Their breath fogs the night air. The sea is calm again, its secrets sealed until morning. Beneath it, millions of urchins still cling to the rocks, untouched, waiting. The divers will be back soon enough. Because no matter how harsh the conditions, no matter how cold the water or heavy the risk, the hunt for sea urchins never truly ends. It's not just about profit. It's about proving something primal, that even in the most unforgiving corners of Earth, humanity will always find a way to reach deeper, hold its breath longer, and chase beauty wherever it hides.